Animal and pet laws. Americans spend a lot of money to preserve nature for animals and build zoos. Their farms and ranches raise animals to produce food. And many people consider their pets, usually cats and dogs, to be part of their family. However, there are a few rules regarding pets and livestock that you must follow to avoid fines and having them removed. Pets in apartment. Many apartment managers and landlords do not allow pets. If they do, there may be specific pet rules you need to follow, or you may have to pay a large deposit or higher rent to discourage you from having pets on their property. Before adopting any animal, check with your owner. Some will accept a cat, but not a dog, unless it does not exceed 30 kilograms. Some will accept a caged bird, hedgehog, goldfish bull, anthill, or even a grass snake, but not a dog or cat. Venomous or dangerous animals of any kind cannot be accepted under any circumstances. If you enjoy the company of animals but aren't allowed to have them in your home, consider volunteering with animal shelters or becoming a dog walker, trainer, or groomer. Animal husbandry is restricted in many places. So remember to check your rights with your local administration before letting your dog or cat have babies. The sale of pets is also regulated in some areas. You will find more info on pet stores, shelters and sanctuaries below. Therapy, service and assistance animals. Some people in the United States have animals to help them. Guide dogs and horses for the blind and deaf. Alert, dogs for people with epilepsy and diabetes. Helper monkey disabled people. Pets like rabbits, birds, cats and dogs to fight anxiety. And protection or surveillance dogs, even pigs, to guard against other risks. Don't be surprised to see dogs in hospitals, doctors' offices, nursing homes, malls, airports and parks. Most are nice enough, but never pet a dog without first getting permission from the owner. If a doctor has prescribed a therapy or service animal for you and you have been trained in the care of your pets, the landlord must generally agree, but you must have official documents proving that the animal is trained and necessary to keep you safe, and it should never pose a threat to anyone else. Police and rescue personnel often use dogs and horses to find lost people or to control dangerous situations. When you see someone working with a dog or horse, it's best to obey their commands and not try to interrupt or interfere. Licensing and other legal requirements. Most communities have rules for pets that require you to take care of their health. They ask that pets like dogs and cats be vaccinated against rabies and be microchipped or tattooed, to make sure they are healthy and can be returned if found stray. Some cities require pets to be neutered, or medicated, so they cannot breed. Substantial fines can be issued and animals removed if these requirements are not met. Also, the law says that animals must have shelter from heat, cold, rain and snow. Check with your local police station or car pound for details. If you notice your pet missing, check the neighborhood, call the police or the pound, distribute notices, and monitor found pet websites. If your pet is picked up by the police, you'll need to prove it's yours by providing identification and vaccination certificates, and you may have to pay a hefty fine, sometimes up to $100, to pick up your pet. If you do not claim your pet within a few days, the animal may be killed, euthanized, killed, or put to sleep. In rural areas, it may not be necessary to have your pets identified, but pets of all sizes and types should still be vaccinated, supervised or confined. If an animal leaves its enclosure and causes an accident, the owner of the animal may be responsible for paying for all damages. This is particularly dangerous with large animals like horses and cows, but even smaller animals can cause drivers to skid and crash. If you are driving and encounter an animal on your way, keep driving straight and slow down. If you hit an animal, report it and pull to the side of the road. More details below. Pet fees. It is better to pay for sterilization, vaccination and identification upfront. It usually costs around $400, depending on the size and gender of the animal. Thereafter, the cost of feeding and caring for an average-sized animal is about $600 per year. Shop around for low-cost veterinary clinics and seasonal events that allow low-cost pet adoption. Good pet protocol. Not everyone likes animals, or approves of them living in houses and riding in cars. Some people are scared or allergic to them. Let people you invite into your home know that you have pets and ask them if they have a problem with them before they arrive. It's polite to put your pets in another room when guests arrive, and if the pets hate strangers, this is all the more recommended. Many people keep dogs for safety, so avoid visiting them without an invitation. If you or someone else is bitten by a dog, go to the emergency room and report it to the police so they can eliminate a potential public health threat. Most communities require dogs and cats to be leashed or restrained when outside the house or garden to avoid disturbing other people and for their own protection. Pet rules regarding injury and abuse. If your pet has been hit by a car, angry animal, or bitten by someone while roaming unattended, the police may need to kill it to protect the public. Sometimes an injured animal is euthanized if there is no one to pay for medical care. You will likely be charged for all damages and repairs. An escaped pet may also become the victim of a coyote or other prey animal, or adopted by someone who will never say they found it. Companion animals should not be abused, hit or harmed in the U.S., and it is a serious crime almost everywhere to have sex with an animal. A good rule that many pet owners follow is to never do anything to a pet that you wouldn't do to a child. Another thing to consider is that if you are hungry, thirsty, hot or cold, so is your pet. So all the comfort you enjoy, your pet should enjoy too.